backdrop of my car.
Well, you gotta tell me when you do stuff like that.
I'm letting it roll.
Okay. Against the
You got
back. State championship giddiness, my friends.
Yes.
Amidst the backdrop of my car in the parking lot at Scott Stadium. Scott Stadium's over there. And over there is where the Highland Springs Springers were crowned today as the 5A state champs. A 27-7 win over Stonebridge. Gary, we had a long interview with Lauren Johnson that you can see on this same blog page, and it's worth watching. It's great stuff because of him, not because of us. But this Highland Springs team's been on a mission for 4 months, and today it paid off with a solid performance for 48 minutes and domination in the second half.
There's no denying the accomplishments of the football team. We just even saw it on the way out here. We saw it in the stands today. They made a lot of people happy in that Springer community. And to me, that's the thing I'm going to come away with on this. That the football was great, but the meaning of the Highland Springs football team in that community back generations is the takeaway for a very, very nice day in December.
Gorgeous December day, and more like September. Let me ask you about the game.
Okay.
The defense adjusted to what Stonebridge was doing, and on every level had heroes. And on offense, there were a lot of solid players, but 4 and 5 ended their high school career in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, and I will tell you, we speculated at halftime that Stonebridge would come out and power the football between the tackles because their quarterback was having some success doing that and their running backs were having success doing that. What negated that was not the Highland Springs defense, which got better as the half went on. It was the fact that it became more and more a case of we've got to do something faster. So the Highland Springs offense and the success and the big plays, especially by Wallace, but also later on by Dortch, was what took Stonebridge out of their game plan.
In addition to all the people it made happy today, talk about what it means for a program of what everything Highland Springs football is, and you've been around it for 40 years, to put this state championship trophy in the school and in that program.
Well, much like what happened with Loyce Bird and the rest of what used to be the Central Region, the bar's been raised, weight room practices lengthened, they start earlier, the goals are higher, everybody's going to be looking for an edge because the Springers return their quarterback and they return a large portion of those offensive and defensive line.
In the post-game press conference, the seniors were asked to talk about how they feel about Lauren Johnson. And as you heard, Greg Dortch and Kayvon Wallace and Earl Anderson and some of the other seniors talk about what Coach Johnson has meant to them personally. What did that tell you about what he's doing at Highland Springs?
Well, first of all, like most great success stories from an athletic standpoint, it's hard to figure out where the character, the great work ethic, the citizenship begins, and the football player and the discipline and the teamwork ends. And that's what's good about that. One thing I will tell you though, that it is easy. A skeptic would say it's easy to do that when your coaches won the state championship. But we saw it earlier in the program, and we saw it showered on a coach that was asking hard things of his kids. He wasn't telling them what they wanted to hear. In fact, it was exactly the opposite. He instilled discipline. It was a great hire when he was hired, and he's only challenged himself to get better.
And this just in, they're losing a lot of great seniors, but they're still going to be pretty good next year, and the Highland Springs Springers are going to be a force for years to come.
And I believe him when he tells me that he's got a lot of fast guys standing on the sideline, chomping on a bit to get in there.
And a seventh grade quarterback that can't wait to get to high school.
And the reason I know that is I see him running down on the kickoff team.
Right, exactly, along with Greg Dortch.
Yeah,
that's right. It's been a great year. Next weekend we'll wrap it up. We'll celebrate football in the RVA with the Big River Rivalry. We'll be on at 12:30 on Fox Sports 910 from Randolph-Macon, north against the south. He's Alan Fisher behind the camera. Great job. We wore you out today.
4 in a row.
4 in a row. He's Gary Criswell. I'm Gary Hess.